Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in this video, we shall have the discussion of important 2 marks questions from the famous story Thakur's Well by Munshi Premchand. In Hindi, it is Thakur Ka Kua. And this important story is in the syllabus of second semester BB and BHM course, General English, in the Bangalore University. Now, in this video, I'm going to provide you the questions under each and every theme. So when you go through these questions by default, it's a revision for you for the whole story. So let's see how have I done it. So question number 1, why does Joku refuse to drink the water Gengi brings? The water smells foul and Joku feels it will worsen his illness. How does Gengi respond to Joku's complaint about the water? Gengi checks the water herself and agrees it is very bad and she decides to get the better water. Then, why is it difficult for Gangi to get water? Because Gangi is not allowed to draw water from the Thakur's or shopkeeper's wells due to her lower caste. What does Joku warn Gengi about trying to fetch water from the upper caste wells? Joku warns that she might be beaten or cursed and will not be allowed to take water from the upper caste wells. Then, why does Gengi still decide to go to the Thakur's well? She doesn't want Joku to drink the filthy water and fall more ill. That's why she decides to go to Thakur's well to fetch water. What time does Gangi reach the Thakur's well and why does she wait? She goes around 9 at night, 9 p.m., and she has to wait for everyone to go to sleep to avoid being caught. She has to wait because many of them people were there, and until everybody sleeps, she cannot fetch the water. How is the Thakur's well described in the story? It is used by the whole village, but not by lower caste people like Gangi. Then, what thoughts trouble Gangi when she waits by the well? She questions the caste system and she wonders why immoral people are considered higher than her. What does Gangi overhear from the two women who came to fetch water, who comes to fetch water? These two women complain about how their husbands expect them to do all the work like slaves. What effect does the conversation between the two women have on Gangi? This conversation reinforces her feeling of being exploited and strengthens her to resolve. Then, how does Gangi feel when she finally approaches the well? She feels a sense of victory and as well as a nervous excitement. Describe how Gengi draws water from the well. She carefully lowers the bucket, makes no sound, and quickly pulls it up with great strength. What happens just as Gengi is about to take the bucket? The Thakur's door opens, startling her. She gets shocked and she drops the bucket into the well. How does Gangi reacts to the Thakur's appearance? She gets terrified and she runs away from the well as fast as she can. Now we have some extra the ending. What does Gangi see when she returns home? When she returns home, she observes, she watches. Joku is drinking the same filthy, foul-smelling water. What message does the story Thakur's Well convey? It highlights the hopelessness and the injustice faced by the lower caste and how even their basic needs are denied due to the social hierarchy. So we have some extra questions. Questions from Joku's side. Who is Joku in the story? Joku is Gangi's husband, a poor man who has been sick for many days. How does Joku react to the water Gengi brings? He refuses to drink it at first, because it smells foul later. Due to extreme thirst, he agrees to drink it despite the risk. What is Joku's attitude toward the caste system? Joku is very realistic and fearful. He wants Gengi not to go to the Thakur's well because he knows the consequences of breaking the caste rules. Sorry. How does Joku's condition affect Gengi's actions? His illness and thirst push Gengi to take a bold and dangerous step, trying to fetch water from Thakur's well. What does Joku's final act in the story symbolize? Joku has to drink dirty water, which shows the tragic helplessness of the oppressed who are denied even the most basic human rights, that is, water. Now we have questions from Gengi's side. Who is Gengi in the story? Gengi is Joku's wife, a poor lower caste woman who struggles to provide clean water for her sick husband. What does Gengi do when she realizes the water is foul, dirty? She refuses to allow, she doesn't allow Joku to drink such water, and she decides to risk going to Thakur's well to get the clean water. How does Gengi show courage in the story? Despite the danger, she sneaks into the Thakur's property at night 9 p.m. to draw water from his well, which is an act that defies the caste restrictions. What emotions does Gangi experience while waiting at the Thakur's well? She feels fear, anger, helplessness, and later a sense of triumph, a sense of victory, before being overwhelmed with terror when the Thakur appears. So this is how I have tried to bring out important questions, important 2 marks questions from the story Thakur's Well, Thakur Ka Kuwa by Munshi Premchand. Hope you like this video. Click on the like button, write in the comment box. Watch my video on the summary of Thakur's Well. Subscribe the channel if you have not yet done it. Thank you so much. Stay in tune with Mukesh English.